الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجن من مارج من نار فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان رب المشرقين ورب المغربين فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يخرج منهما اللؤلؤ والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان وله الجوار المنشآت في البحر كالأعلام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يسأله من في السماوات والأرض كل يوم هو في شأن فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان سنفرغ لكم أيها الثقلان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يا معشر الجن والإنس إن استطعتم أن تنفذوا من أقطار السماوات والأرض فانفذوا لا تنفذون إلا بسلطان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يرسل عليكما شواظ من نار ونحاس فلا تنتصران فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فإذا انشقت السماء فكانت وردة كالدهان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيومئذ لا يسأل عن ذنبه إنس قبلهم فيومئذ لا يسأل عن ذنبه إنس ولا جان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العظيم. هذا السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
بارك الله فيك وجزاك الله خيرا في الدنيا والآخرة. At this time we are going for the national anthem. Let us have one teacher to represent the schools. Sheikh Musa from Kauthara Kindergarten, you are welcome, sir. Members, let us honor the national anthem. We stand up.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, we shall start with the Swahili. That's East African anthem. Then Uganda. So East African anthem and then Uganda anthem. Mungu twaomba uilinde, Mungu twaomba uilinde Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Uzalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi kwa umoja wetu. Ulinde uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Viwandani na hata mashambani, tufanye kazi sote kwa makini, nujitoe kwa hali tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Uganda anthem. Okay, national anthem. Uganda national anthem. O Uganda, may God uphold in thy hands, united, free for liberty, together we always stand. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
barakatuh. Thank you, Edi teacher Kauthara Kindergarten, for having taken us in that session of national anthems. May Allah reward you abundantly. Members, let me take this opportunity to welcome our guest of honors. You are welcome, our guest of honors, on this occasion. This is our 60th release, IPLE, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, 2023. This organization is working under the office of Secretary, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, Secretary for Education, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, led by His Honorable Juma Bahiti Chuchu. In front of you is the one responsible for this. Then, on this occasion, let me also introduce to you Honorable the Secretary General is with us here. We also have Secretary for Administration and Human Resource.
Meet Stone Atwine, the co-founder of Eversend, a startup that is building financial technology from Uganda to the world. From currency exchange to business banking, Stone and his team are doing it all. Stone embodies the grit and the commitment to take a startup from nothing to something. Stone, keep building. You are unstoppable. MTN, the Unstoppable Network, celebrates you. Download the Eversend app and together, let's support Ugandans like Stone who are driving our country's unstoppable progress.
Secretariat Officer, IPRA, Mr. Umaru Chivombi. You are welcome on this occasion. I thank you all members who are here for coming and witness the authenticity of release, our results 2023. Right now, I'm inviting the Secretary for IPLE Board, Sheikh Ismail Kazibwe, for press release. You are welcome. Fadlan mashkura. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala Rasulillahi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, amma ba'd. Qala Allahu ta'ala, فَلَنَسْأَلَنَّ الَّذِينَ أُرْسِلَ إِلَيْهِمْ وَلَنَسْأَلَنَّ الْمُرْسَلِينَ فَلَنَقُصَّنَّ عَلَيْهِمْ بِعِلْمٍ وَمَا كُنَّا غَائِبِينَ والوزن يومئذ الحق فمن ثقلت موازينه فأولئك هم المفلحون ومن خفت موازينه فأولئك الذين خسروا أنفسهم بما كانوا بآياتنا يظلمون. سورة الأعراف. أيها الحفل الكريم، فإن لجنة الامتحانات اليوم إن شاء الله تعالى تسرح نتائجها النهائية للمرحلة الابتدائية. Your Eminence, the Mufti of Uganda, Honorable Secretary General Haji Abbas Murubia Sechanzi, Honorable Secretary for Education Juma Chuchu Bakhiti, Secretary for Sharia and Secretary for Idadi and Thanawi, Dr. Yazid Saleh Rubanga, Secretary for Awqaf, Honorable Odunkara, Secretary for Administration, Honorable Yazidi Katurebe, Chairman IPLE and your board, directors of schools, head teachers, journalists, learners, candidates, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the press release for Uganda Muslim Supreme Council Islamic Primary Living Examinations 2023. All praises be to Allah, the Almighty, the Sustainer. Peace and blessings be upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Today, 5th of January 2024, the IPLE board under the Department of Education and Sports, on behalf of Uganda Muslim Council, takes this opportunity to officially release the 6th IPLE results for the year 2023. Points to note: number of schools registered. The number of schools registered under Uganda Muslim Council IPLE board has increased by 60 schools in the year 2022. 231 schools from 48 districts were registered under Uganda Muslim Council IPLE board. But the board has managed to register 291 schools from 58 districts in the year 2023. Point 2, number of registered candidates. The candidates who were registered for IPLE examinations in the year 2023 were 5,311 candidates. 4,219 candidates were registered. However, in the year 223, the number of registered candidates has increased by 1,092 candidates. Point 3, candidates who passed according to the grades. Grade 1, 2,328 candidates were male candidates with an average of 43.83%. However, 1,481 were female candidates with an average of 27.89%. Grade 2, 496 male candidates passed with an average of 9.34%. And the 546 female candidates passed with an average of 10.28%. Grade 3, 83 male candidates passed with an average of 1.56%. However, 104 female candidates passed with an average of 1.96%. Grade 4, 62 male candidates passed with an average of 1.17%. So, the total number of candidates who managed to pass IPLE this year were 5,176 candidates with an average of 97.46%. In the year 2022, 4,095 candidates out of 4,219 candidates passed their examination, making the percentage of 97.06. However, this year, 5,176 out of 5,311 candidates have passed their examination, making a percentage of 97.46. There has been a slight increase of 0.46% this year. Takbir. Honorable Secretary General, sir, only 68 candidates failed their exams with an average of 1.28%. In the year 2022, 61 candidates failed their examination with an average of 1.45%. Candidates who did not turn up for their exams were 67 candidates. Honorable Secretary General, point 6, the following candidates' results are under investigations. Index number 12, stroke 552, stroke 2023. 2, index number 37, stroke 542, stroke 2023. Index number 02, stroke 01, stroke 2023. Index number 09, stroke 561, stroke 2023 are under investigation. Point 7, best done subjects. We always see it for 4 subjects. The best done subject was Quran with an average of 67.05%, followed by Fiqh with 66.62%. The third done subject was Lughatul Arabiya with an average of 65.95%. The worst done subject was Tarbiyah with an average of 62.00%. Point 8, the following are the top male candidates in the holy country. One, Namtebi Sulaina Najoba of Rufuka Quality Islamic Primary School, Wakiso. The second one was Chintu Imran, Rufuka Islamic Infant School. Third one was Kalunji Abdurrahim of Huda Nasar and Primary School, Wakiso. The fourth one was Kasambula Hussein from Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School, Luero. The fifth was Ubaida Abdul Majid from Ar-Ridwan Islamic Primary School, Busia. The sixth was Kalebu Sulait from Aksa Muslim Day and Boarding Primary School, Mukona. The seventh was Adam Abdul Aziz Abdul Rahman Sumaya International School, Masaka. Eighth candidate was Yahya Mwanje Balintuma of Huda Nasar and Primary School in Wakiso. The 9th was Abdurrahman Sudais, Imam Muslim Nasar and Primary School from Arua, West Nile. The 10th was Kauma Shamran from Hassana Junior School, Day and Boarding School, Kampala. The best 10 female candidates. The first one was Nante Geraiba from Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School, Luwero, followed by Nanono Shukrat, Huda Nursery and Primary School. The third one was Namara Sumaya from Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School, Luwero. The fourth was Nasuna Bushra Ahmed from Al Bayan Quran Memorization Center, Iganga. Followed by Sumaya Ayub binti Abdullah Al-Ridwan Islamic Primary School, Busia. Nakatude Hanifa Dar Arkam Education Center, Kampala. The seventh was Kakomo Sharifa Ashraf from City Valley Islamic Nursery and Primary School, Uwero. The eighth was Kainza Hindu Nora of Rufuka Quality Islamic Primary School, Wakiso. The ninth candidate, female candidate, was Nabatanzi Zakia of Al-Albani Islamic Primary School and Quran Memorization Center, Iganga. The 10th female candidate was Mutazinda Nura, City Valley Islamic Nursery and Primary School, Luwero. The following, sir, are the top 10 basic schools in the whole country. The top 10 basic schools in the whole country. Sumaya International School, Masaka, was ranked number 1. Rufuka Quality Islamic School ranked number 2. Hassana Junior School ranked number 3. Al Bayan Quran Memorization Center, Iganga, ranked number 4. Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School, Luwero, was ranked number 5. Sulaina Sufara Primary School, Jinja, was number 6. Eke Islamic Junior School, Wakiso, ranked number 7. Umar Ibn Al-Khattabi Islamic Center, Iganga, was number 8. Al-Furqan Primary School, Nambasa, Mbale, was the 9th school. Sweet Valley Islamic and Primary School, Luwero, was the 10th school. The list of schools and their attendance is attached. Honorable Secretary General, sir, now the following is the performance of schools according to the districts. District 1, Arua in West Nile. The best school was Imam Muslim Nasaland Primary School. This is attached. Budaka District. The best school was King Fahad Muslim Primary School. The list is attached. Bujiri District, the best school is in Amaseri Dar As-Salam Islamic Center. The list is attached. Bugweri District, the best school was An-Nahdha Islamic Institute. This is attached. Buyukwe District, the best school was Al-Hijra Nasarand Primary School, ranked number 1 there. Bukoma Nsimbi, Saif Al-Mire Islamic Secondary School, the list is attached. Bundibujo, District, the best school was Ali Memorial Islamic Primary School. This is attached. Busia, the best school was Ar-Ridwan Islamic Primary School. List is attached. For the benefits of time, I always read only one school in the district. Butaleja district, the best school was Nabiganda Islamic Primary School, ranked number 1. Butambala district, the best school was Gombe Standard Primary School with an average of 84.41%. This is attached. Butebo district, the best school was King Salman Islamic Education Center, Butebo, with an average of 85.90%. With an average of 85.90%. Buyende district, the best school was Umar Ibn al-Khattab Education Center with an average of 74.50%. The best school in Iganga was Al-Bayan Quran Memorization Center. Scored an average of 93.88%. Isingiro district, the best school was Hani Primary School with an average of 78.61%. This is attached. The best school in Karungu district was Wagwa Memorial Primary School. They scored an average of 78.64%. Jinja district, the best school was Laina Sufara Primary School with an average of 92.93%. The list is attached. Kabale district, the best school was Taufik Islamic Primary School. This is attached. Kagadi district, the best school was Salamu Education Center. List is attached. Kakumiro district, the best school was Kivambura Islamic Nursery and Primary School. The list is attached. Kali Isizo, Mariam Islamic Primary School was the best school there. The list is attached. Kamwenge, the best school was Emirates Junior School, Kamwenge. The list is attached. Kanungu district, the best school was Kihihi Muslim Secondary School with an average of 63.19%. The district of Kapchora, the best school was Rimland Islamic Junior School and Quran Memorization Center in Kapchora. They scored an average of 88.63%. Kasese district, the best school was Tawhid Education Center. This is attached. Kibuku, the best school is Answari Islamic Primary School. The list is attached. Koboko, the best school was Noor Islamic Primary School, Koboko. The list is attached. The district of Kasanda, the best school was Laina Islamic Primary School. This is attached. Kampala district, the best school was Sahara Islamic Primary School. The list is attached. It's an average of 91.14%. The district of Kayunga, the best school was Ali Islamic Secondary School. This is attached. Chankwanzi district, Chikonge Answari Dini Day and Boarding Primary School. The list is attached. Chiboga district, Hidden Treasure Islamic Primary School. Chenjojo district, the best school was Doha Islamic School, Chenjojo. This is attached. Chotera Islamic Primary School. The list is attached. Luero district, the best school was Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School with an average of 93.30%. District of Mitiana, the best school was Mitiana Jamia Islamic Primary School with an average of 65.94%. This is attached. The district of Ruuka, Haramain Secondary School was the best school there, with an average of 68.01%. The district of Luengo, Starlight was the best school there with an average of 85.72%. This is attached. The district of Liantonde, the best school was Madrasa to Ansar al-Islamiyya with an average of 83.10%. This is attached. The district of Masaka, the best school was Sumaya International School with an average of 95.72%. This is attached. The district of Masindi, Iman Secondary School, Chirasa, with an average of 44.43%. This is attached. The district of Namaingo, Thaqafa Islamic Primary School was the best school there with an average of 71.83%. The district of Mayuge, Albani Islamic Nasarand Primary School Mayuge was the best school there with an average of 73.15%. This is attached. The district of Mbarara, the best school in Mbarara was Madrasa to Nur Islamiyya with an average of 79.23%. This is attached. Mbale district, the best school was Al Furqani Primary School, Nambasa, with an average of 91.63%. The district of Mpigi, the best school was Sekiunga Islamic Primary School with an average of 83.52%. The list is attached. The district of Mubende, the best school was Mubende Nur Islamic Primary School with an average of 55.00%. The district of Mukono, the best school was Kasao Islamic Junior School. List is attached. The district of Nakasongola, Isani Primary School Katugo with an average of 65.44%. This is attached. Namutumba, the best school was Ibn Taymiyyah Islamic Primary School with an average of 70.38%. The district of Palisa, the best school was Takwa Muslim School Kamuge with an average of 76.75%. This is attached. The district of Rukuingiri, the best school was Kuwait Primary School with an average of 51.98%. This is attached. The district of Zimbabwe, the best school was Kazoba Islamic Primary School with an average of 65.81%. This is attached. The district of Shema, the best school was Kabohe Secondary School with an average of 53.05%. The list is attached. The district of Tororo, the best school was Topa Junior School, Topa Junior Islamic School. They scored an average of 51.29%. This is attached. The district of Wakiso, the best school in Wakiso was Rufuka Quality Islamic Primary School with an average of 94.40%. This is attached. The district of Yumbe, the best school was Kuru Islamic Primary School with an average of 73.69%. This is attached. Sebo wekitiibwa omugenyi omukulu, Honorable Secretary General, ne ttiimu yonna ekuwerekeddeko okuva mu Uganda Muslim Council, ebitiibwa mbikuumye butulibiri olwaleero ng'ennaku z'omwezi 5 omwezi guno ogw'olubereberye omwaka 20 oba omwaka 2024 ekitongole ekya IPLE ekiri wansi w'ekitongole kya Education and Sports ku lwa Uganda Muslim Council sebo tufulumya ebigezo bino mu butongole era nga tugenda bikwasa nga tukutegeeza nti omwaka oguwedde ogwa 2023 ekitongole kyasobola okuregisitaringa amasomero 290 mulimu okwetooloola eggwanga lyonna, era abayizi 5,311 be baasobola okuregisitaringa omwaka oguwedde okutuula ebibuuzo ebyakamalirizo eby'ekibiina ekyomusanvu ku ludda luno olw'eddiini. Bano wammanga be bayizi abaasobola okuyita ebigezo byabwe ow'ekitiibwa n'eggwanga lyonna okutwaliza awamu baawerera ddala abayizi 5,176 abaayise ebigezo byabwe byonna okutwaliza awamu okwetooloola eggwanga lyonna. Era wabaddewo okusinziira ku mwaka oguwedde okweyongerako mu bayizi abaayise obutundu obuwerera ddala nooti katonyeze 4 kusinziira ku mwaka oguwedde. Abayizi abagudde ebigezo byabwe baweredde ddala abayizi 68 bokka. Abayizi 67 olw'ebizibu ebiteebereka tebaasobodde kubeera nga batuula ebigezo byabwe. Wano wammanga ntegeeza eggwanga nti abantu bano wammanga ebibuuzo byabwe bikyali mu kakiiko ka Security Council bikyetegerezebwa olw'okubuusibwabuusibwa. Omuyizi atuula ku namba 12 senta 552 2023. Omuyizi atuula ku namba 37 senta 542 2023. Omuyizi atuula ku namba 2 senta namba 1 2023. Omuyizi atuula ku namba 9 senta 561 omwaka 2023. Amasomo gaffe gatambudde bwe gati mu nkola yaago. Essomo eryasinze okukolebwa obulungi ly'essomo lya Qur'ani y'ekitiibwa. Abayizi baayitidde ddala obutundutundu obuwerera ddala 67, ebitundu 67 n'obutundu nooti 5. Essomo eryasembyeyo okukolebwa obubi lyabadde lya tarbiya. Tukola amasomo 4: Qur'ani, fiqhu, loga ne tarbiya. Wano wammanga ssebo w'ekitiibwa n'eggwanga lyonna be bayizi enkola yaabwe era abasinze ku bannaabwe 10 abasinga abalenzi. Ayasookedde ddala yabadde Namutete Sulaiman Kajoba okuva mu Lufuka Quality Islamic Primary School. Naddirirwa Kintu Imran okuva mu Lufuka Islamic Infant School. Owokusatu yabadde Kalungi Abdurrahim okuva mu Huda Nasaland Primary School. Owokuna yabadde Kasambula Hussein okuva mu Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School. Owokutaano yabadde Ubaida Abdul Majid. Owomukaga yabadde Caleb Slight okuva mu Aksam Day and Boarding Primary School. Owomusanvu yabadde Adam Abdulaziz Abdurrahman okuva mu Sumaya International. owomunana yabadde Yahya Mwanje bali ntuma okuva mu Huda Nasarandi Primary School. Abayizi abasinze okukola obulungi ku saidi y'abaana ab'obuwala 10 abasingidde ddala mwabaddemu Nantege Raiba okuva mu Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School. Owokubiri yabadde Nannono Shukrat okuva mu Huda Nasarandi Primary School. Owokusatu Namara Sumaya okuva mu Ibn Khamis Secondary School. Owokuna yabadde Nasuna Bushira Ahmedi okuva mu Albayani nga listi bwetambula. Wammanga ge masomero nga bwe gatambudde. Amasomero agasinze 10 okukola obulungi ku gannaago. Essomero eryasingidde ddala era eryanywedde mu gannaago akendo mu Uganda yonna liyitibwa Sumaya International School okuva e Masaka. Essomero eryokubiri lyabadde liyitibwa Lufuka Quality Islamic Primary School okuva e Wakiso. Essomero eryokusatu lyabadde liyitibwa Hassana Junior School okuva e Wakiso. Essomero eryokuna liyitibwa Albayan Quran Memorization Center okuva e Iganga. Essomero eryokutaano lyabadde oba liyitibwa Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School okuva e Luweero. Essomero eryomukaaga liyitibwa Sulaina Sufara Primary School okuva e Jinja. Essomero eryomusanvu liyitibwa Eke Islamic Junior School okuva e Wakiso. Essomero eryomunaana liyitibwa Umar Ibn Al-Khattab Islamic Center okuva e Iganga. Essomero eryomwenda liyitibwa Al-Furqani Primary School Nambasa okuva e Mbale. N'essomero ery'ekumi lyabadde liyitibwa City Valley Islamic Nasarandi Primary School okuva e Luweero. Owekitiibwa amasomero entambula yago gonna lisiti twagitaddeko era n'amasomero enkola yago buli district lisiti weeri. Olwaleero ntwala omukisa guno kubeera nga tukwasa era twanjulira owekitiibwa omugenyi waffe omukulu Honorable Secretary General ebyavudde mu bigezo eby'ekibiina ekyomusanvu omwaka guno oba omwaka 2023. Mbadde Ismaila Kazibwe omuwandiisi wa IPLE. Salamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. He has been our secretary for IPLE, Sheikh Ismail Kazibwe, giving us the information about the release of IPLE 2023. At this juncture, allow me to welcome and to invite the Secretary for Education, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, Honorable Juma Bahiti Chuchu. You are welcome, sir.
أعوذ بالله سميع عليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. وبعد. The guest of honor, His Eminence the Mufti of Uganda, represented by the Secretary General, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, the Director of Sharia, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, but also importantly, Dr. Ziad Rubanga Swale is here also as the Secretary for Examination Board called ITEB, Idadi and Thanawi Examination Board. When the children graduate from here, then they will be handed over to Dr. Saleh Ziad Rubanga, who is the secretary for that board. You have to understand this. That's why he's here, more importantly. We also have the secretary for admin, Mr. Yazid Katurebe, Honorable. We also have Honorable Donkara. He's the secretary for Awqaf and endowment. If you want more land for constructing your schools, he's the owner of land here in Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. He doesn't sell land, but he will give you land so that you can build more of your of your schools. I also have the Secretary for Religious Affairs with us. I've seen the our accountant, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, Hajati. You are most welcome. I've seen the protocol. When you see him, protocol is observed. Haji Musana Sulaiman. I've seen my chairman of Education Committee, National Education Committee, Haji Katerega Namuguzi Mutaka. I have also seen our secretary, the assistant, the regional assistant to His Eminence the Mufti from West Buganda. We normally know them as our regional Kadhis. Yes, and all the members of management, whom I may not have seen them, and then also the members of the board of IPLE, headed by Chairman Sheikh Amir Katude and all your team, and the secretary for the board, Sheikh Kazibwe. Guest of honor, I want to before you, I want actually to thank the directors of these schools, because these are the people who keep the candle of Islam, the nur of Islam to light in Uganda. They are the directors of these schools. These directors would have constructed the hotels if they wanted money, if they wanted the world. But they constructed schools that teach both Islam and the world. Exactly what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Man arada dunya fa alayhi bil ilm, wa man arada al akhirah fa alayhi bil ilm, wa man arada huma fa alayhima bil ilm." So these two ilms are being retained by these people. I also want to thank before you the teachers who have committed themselves to give the knowledge to these children, and also the parents who they also have choices. They can choose to give their children to schools which are only secular, but they chose to give these children two types of knowledge. We want to thank them, and your efforts are not in vain. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you more in this world and in the hereafter. I want to thank the board, which is called IPLE Examination Board. This board is doing exams in time, and they follow all the instructions required for examinations. They also involve the security, the police. And someone was telling me that, by the way, we wanted to register in Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, but the examinations are very tough. In UKSA, examinations are very cheap. It is easy to pass. I told them, supposing your child is called cheap, a cheap child, do you feel happy? Cheap child. Cheap things are more costly. And when Allah is talking about going to heaven, it is not slope. He says, فَلَقْتَهَمَ الْأَقَبَةِ. It is the hardest part that you have to climb, not the cheap one. If you want cheap ones, go for them. But for Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, we have standards. There is something we are teaching children. There is something we want, there is an outcome we want from these children. That's why the exams are tough and children are tougher. Today you can see that these children are tougher than these exams. Takbir. People fear to use this. You know this word, somebody used it there and used a lot of vibe in saying, Takbir. I feared because the other time some people came here. They said Takbir in the mosque here, people started running away. So people have turned the word Takbir, that nice word, Allahu Akbar, Allah is great, is now turned to be a threat. Yet when the Christians say theirs, Hallelujah, everybody says Amen. But when somebody says Takbir here, people are afraid now of this word. Nobody wants to say Allahu Akbar. I think it is a good word. Let us change that narrative from negative to positive. Takbir. Nobody should run away. It is a good word. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very grateful to be graced in our occasion by His Eminence the Mufti of Uganda, and whose chair was the Secretary General. Now he himself has come to grace this day. Your Eminence, you are most welcome. Your Eminence, you found that the Secretary for the board had already given his report that he's going to give you. The report the document itself is going to give you. The proprietors of the schools and the education centers are the source of nur. They are the source of light of Islam. The moment you stop teaching Islam, teaching our children, that will be the end of Islam. And we thank you very much for creating these schools. I'd thanked the parents before for allowing their children to learn Islam. I also want to thank, and you people should thank Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. And I've always said that Uganda Muslim Supreme Council is the mother body that manages affairs of Muslims in Uganda. There is no any other body which is a big body like this. And I want to reiterate what the Secretary General said yesterday, that Uganda Muslim Supreme Council should give a commitment to the government of Uganda that the affairs of Muslims in this country should be seen through the constitution that is managing Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. Because if the government understands the constitution of Uganda Muslim Supreme Council and understands the policies of education in Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, then that is where we cannot go wrong. We shall always follow that mainstream program without diverting to other associations. And I have to tell you, you do not know maybe how much this mother, you know, when we call mother, I want to give you example of a chicken, of a hen. How the hen takes care of the children when it is raining. The chicks inside the mother will not see how serious the mother is suffering from holding or suffering from the rain when the children are under it enjoying the. And that is exactly how the Office of Education is helping and fighting for your issues that you do not know. Number one, the issue of madrasa. Madrasa has been labeled in Uganda as a breeding ground for terrorism. The moment the government says stop madrasa, all your schools will stop. But why is it not stopping? It's because Uganda Muslim Supreme Council has a mother body. We work hard to explain to the government that madrasas are places for educating our children to understand Islam and for educating, for giving them value. And there are people who have value. Muslims are people with values, and these values are taught in these madrasas. We are the one doing it, not you. So you should know what we are doing. There are people who ask, what has Supreme Council done? That question, I have to tell you, you are asking because you are ignorant of what Supreme Council is doing. Number two, the Ministry of Education is questioning the issue of dual curriculum. And recently we have been in a meeting also defending the dual curriculum. We are saying dual curriculum, they are saying dual curriculum is stressing children. That you find a child is doing secular, again the same child is doing Islamic. So all this is disturbing the children. That's what they say, and we are there defending it. Number three, they also say Islamic schools. That's what they say in that meeting. That Islamic schools have a timetable which is all dominated by Islamic studies, and they don't give chance for secular education. That's what they say. But we tell them, the government, that madrasa is not a source of terrorism, but it is a source of combating terrorism. Because the Quran tells us that وَلْتَكُمْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ يَدْعُونَ إِلَى شَيْءٍ إِلَى الشَّرِّ أو إلى الخير يَدْعُونَ إِلى الخير. This ummah will be doing khair, it will be doing the good things. The second thing it says, وَيَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ, we shall be enjoining doing the right things and forbidding what is wrong. And terrorism is among the wrong things that we are forbidding. And it is from this madrasa, from this dual curriculum, that we have seen our imams, that we are seeing our county sheikhs, we are seeing our district qadis, we are seeing our regional qadis, we are even seeing our muftis in this country, who are the products of this dual curriculum. So we are arguing this matter on your behalf. You have to understand what we are doing. Then, on the issue of the capacity, they say the children are being overloaded. I was asking them, what do you know? You know the capacity of a computer. They say it is a 10 GB, 100 GB. Do you know the capacity of a child's brain? Do you know how much it is? Nobody knows how big that one is. It is unscientific when they say like this. Because our children perform in two ways. One, they perform well in their Islamic studies. At the same time, they are performing even better in secular. They perform well. So why do you say that they have it? So we are telling them it is unscientific, it is not researched. So they should not say dual curriculum is over stressing our children. Now, the timetable, it is also wrong for them to say the timetable is full of Islam. It's also wrong. Because I've gone to these schools, inspected them, and I've seen these timetables, and the timetable is equally balancing between secular and Islam. Therefore, all this is what we are doing for you, and you should appreciate what Uganda Muslim Supreme Council is doing. Number two, Your Eminence, the issue of curriculum. This year, the Education Department is going to look into the issue of improving on curriculum. Curriculum is not a Quran that cannot be changed. In fact, curriculum is an outline of the concepts, outline of the contents, and then packaging, how we package those contents of the Quran, the contents of Hadith to different types, to different ages of the children. And then curriculum also means how do you teach? What do you teach? Why do you teach? Those are the things that are looked into curriculum, and they change from one time to another. This time, the issue of ICT, how do we include ICT in our curriculum? How do we improve the children? Because in education, the word education is not the same as teaching. Education is more than teaching. Education involves teaching. Education involves mentoring the children. Education involves training the children. Education involves evaluating the children, not only in class, but also their behavior. You know, people now no longer fear Muslim community everywhere in the world. Why? Because we are not careful with our curriculum. We don't know what we are teaching our children. We should this time think of teaching our children how to think by themselves, not how to remember what we tell them. That's where we have to go. We have to teach our children how to create ideas. They should be idea creators. We should teach our children how to solve a problem instead of creating problems. One time, there was an issue in Israel where Israel attacked Gaza before. Then the Arab world they had to come up quickly to form a to come for a meeting called the Arab League meeting. So the Israelis were asked that now Arabs have sat in a meeting. Are you not worried about that? They said, no, we are not worried about the meetings in the Arab World League. If they have one problem, they sit in that meeting. When they resolve, now they come up with the two problems. They don't solve any problem. And I took that one serious because I've seen in Uganda. In Uganda, we are saying we need to have one mufti to control all the Muslims in Uganda. Instead, there were two. And instead of solving the problem of the second one to become one, we created the third problem. Now we have the third mufti. Is that, you see that? We need to teach children how to solve a problem, not how to create what? To create problems. And that one is only when we tackle it in curriculum, not outside that one. So we need to check and look into our curriculum, and we are assigning this duty to the board of the examination. Amir Katude and your team, you will lead this program because you are the one who gives exams and you are the one evaluating the children. And then you will be joined by Dr. Sale Rubanga and other team experts to help us have a good curriculum this year for the next year. The third issue I want to emphasize on is the issue of teaching the Islamic Teacher Training College. ICUC has already a program. I want you directors, please send your teachers to go for this education training. They should learn they should learn the pedagogy. It's very important. And Dr. Sali Rubanga has told me that we have another teachers training college in Iganga. I don't know the name. I think I have to visit that training college and we see if they can help us and improve into the teachers training. If the teacher is good, the children will also be good. But if the teacher is abusing Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, abusing leaders, abusing His Excellency the President of abusing, if he is abusing and he is a teacher, what do you expect of the children? So we need to cooperate with these schools. I know we have cooperation, but we need deeper cooperation. And you have to register your schools. I know you register for exams. That is something else. But you have to register with the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council so that you have a registration certificate hanging on your what? On your schools. In secular, you first register your school with the Ministry of Education. But at the same time, you also register your school with the UNEB. That for UNEB is purpose for exams. But to be part of Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, please, I'm asking you to come and register your school so that you have the certificate of registration of Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. Number two, to the schools, I also urge you to include sports program in your schools for both male and female. Don't say, again say it is a bidder. Sports for women. Sports is very, very important. We need to have a way. If a woman is doing training, what type of clothes does that lady need to put up to dress so that she can do her training. Which environment does she do her training? Because training is good for the mind and the body. So with the sports, we are also going to start this year. We are going to set up policies on controlling the sports in the Islamic arena. The other issue is the issue of ICT. I am very happy Sheikh America today has started e-learning. That is ICT, which is very good. We should embrace it, and we should have it in all our schools so that we cope up with the situation in this. Yes. And then the third one is you need to pay foundation dues, my dear brothers. Pay the foundation. Why are you paying the foundation due? So that you give the strength to the Department of Education to work and fight for your issues. You can't do it as a school, but we can do it in a team. So foundation due is very important. That's why the Munafiqun, in the time of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they would go around to tell people, don't give your money to the Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why? Because they know when they give money, the Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his Sahaba will get strength. So they are avoiding giving sadakat. But I want to tell you, avoiding giving sadakat, you are also weakening the what? Our teamwork. So think about it, that your school should pay that due to give us the strength to do the work on your behalf with the Ministry of Education, with the NGOs, and even going outside to look for scholarships for these children, because we need them to go further than we have gone as in education. The last thing I want to tell you about is the issue of scholarship bursaries. I want to tell you it is very prudent and it is very Islamic that your school should take at least 2 orphans, 1 boy and 1 girl. When we recommend this to your school, please accept them to come, because the orphans means there is nobody apart from the Muslim community who will have to help them. We don't need to leave somebody out because he's an orphan. Orphanage, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has talked a lot about orphans, that if you help an orphan, ثُمَّ كَانَ مِنَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, that's when you will become among the people who really believe. So my office is telling you that each school at least take 2 of these orphans and educate them free. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make changes in that school and in you as a particular. I thank others that are doing so. So for this matter, I want to end up by saying, Your Eminence, the Mufti of Uganda, this board is doing very well, and many schools are now joining Uganda Muslim Supreme Council Examination Board. Now, at the moment, as we talk, we have majority of the Muslim schools who have already joined our examinations. They are doing our examination, and I'm very sure that by the end of this year, we shall have all schools under one examination board. Inshallah ta'ala, I want to rest my case and call upon the Secretary General to deliver his remarks. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Your Eminence, the Mufti of Uganda, Dr. Sheikh Shaban Ramadan Mubajje, the Secretary for Education and all colleagues in management, the Chairman, Education Committee, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, the Regional Assistant to the Mufti for West Buganda, the Chairman, IPLE Board, the directors of schools present, our dear parents, teachers, the learners who have made it to this function today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I thank Allah for this great privilege, because early November I was with the IPLE as we sent out these exams. I am glad to be here at the release of the outcomes of these exams. I thank Allah for that, and I want to thank everybody who has been involved in this process. I want to thank the students who wrote their papers. I want to thank those who have worked hard to mark and score these exams, and also to analyze and come up with this report. Thank you very much. May Allah reward you. Your Eminence, the IPLE has delivered on a very wonderful job. I have noted some key points in today's release which emphasize your vision for development in Islam. Number one is the fact that we are seeing a positive trend of schools joining the IPLE. The previous year, we had 4,000 plus candidates. Today we have 5,300, an increase of 1,000 in 1 year. I think that is a good achievement. But more importantly, an area that we need to be proud of as Muslims is the area of the female participation. I have seen here that 41.56% of the candidates that passed this exam are female. I think that is a great achievement, Your Eminence. And it fits well in your vision for Islam in development. Why? Because our deen covers everything. Islam is a complete way of life. When His Eminence goes and negotiates for the introduction of Islamic banking in this country, this is something that is supposed to benefit from the basic education you're providing here, because it is these very pupils that are going to go up and specialize and promote Islam in the economic sector. It is these very pupils that are going to participate in every aspect of our lives that creates development. You are therefore answering His call for development in Islam. Your Eminence, the subject that was well performed in this exam is Quran. We thank Allah for that. 3 days ago, when you hosted the speaker from Maldives, as I was taking him around as you directed, he asked me, how is Quran memorization in Uganda? Now, this is part of the answer. This is studying Quran, but it leads to memorization, inshallah. When you learn your deen, when you memorize the Quran, many of the problems we are having will not come up, because Islam is a complete way of life, inshallah. Your Eminence, I want to call upon all the other schools that have not joined the IPLE to come and partake on this great opportunity. This standard examination is the way to go. It is a way of us being on the same page and us speaking the same language, inshallah. So all those schools that have not joined, we call upon you to come and partake on this great opportunity. In the same vein, I also want to ask or to re-echo Sheikh Chuchu's call on the directors. You know, this foundation due is a cementing of our collaboration and our partnership. But it also helps us to initiate programs that benefit us all. And we ask you to take it very seriously because it is very important in order for us to continue providing the services that we want to all provide, inshallah. As I almost come to the end, I want to congratulate the pupil named Nantege Raiba. According to the records here, as the secretary was reading, she scored the highest mark in this exam, and she is a lady. Indeed, like Sheikh said, Takbir. Thank you very much for the teachers and the parents and for Nantege, inshallah. I want to take the honor to use this rare privilege
Eno ye Salam TV.
I'm one of the scientists now doing research on plastic technology research.